Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. COVID vaccination for children aged 12 to 14 years begins. Prime Minister Modi urges children to get vaccinated. No nomination filed so far for election to Nagaland's lone Rajya Sabha seat. Dimapur Deputy Commissioner cautions against encroaching into government-acquired land and right-of-way (ROW) along highways. And Aam Aadmi Party leader Bhagwant Mann sworn in as Chief Minister of Punjab. As we start the bulletin, we appeal our listeners to stay safe from COVID-19 by following these 4 simple steps. Get fully vaccinated, wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. And now the news in detail. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has expressed happiness on National Vaccination Day 2022 that India begins COVID jabs for 12 to 14 years. Naidu expressed confidence that just like polio, India will be able to defeat COVID-19 pandemic sooner than later. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also urged children in the age groups of 12 to 14 to get vaccinated. In a series of tweets, Modi said, "Now onwards, youngsters in the 12 to 14 age group are eligible for vaccines, and all those above 60 are eligible for precaution doses. Free of cost COVID vaccination for children in the age group of 12 to 14 years began today on the occasion of National Vaccination Day at all government COVID vaccination centres. Corpovax vaccine will be administered, which is manufactured by Biological E Limited, Hyderabad." No nomination has been filed till today for election to Nagaland lone Rajya Sabha seat. Additional Secretary and Returning Officer for the election Tonyo Rio in a notice said that nil nomination was filed till 3 p.m. today. The last date of nominations for election to the Rajya Sabha or Council of States by the elected members of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly is March 21. The election will be held on March 31. Incumbent Member of Parliament from Nagaland, K.G. Kenye, will retire on April 2, 2022. Dimapur District Administration has cautioned the general public to refrain from encroaching into government-acquired land and right-of-way (ROW) along the Dimapur Bypass Highway and Dimapur Kohima 4-lane on NH29. Dimapur Deputy Commissioner R. Sundararajan said that some individuals have illegally encroached and set up sand, brick stockyard and construction of temporary or permanent structures on the roadside within the land acquired by government. He said as such encroachments within the acquired land or ROW are unauthorized and liable to be evicted as per Nagaland Eviction of Persons in Unauthorized Occupation of Public Land Act and other laws. Aam Aadmi Party leader Bhagwant Mann was today sworn in as Chief Minister of Punjab. He was administered the oath by Punjab Governor Banwarilal Purohit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Bhagwant Mann on taking oath as Punjab Chief Minister. In a tweet, Modi assured that the centre will work together with the state government for the growth of Punjab and welfare of its people. Nagaland Chief Minister Nipirio has congratulated Bhagwant Mann on taking oath as the Chief Minister of Punjab. Rio, in a tweet, wished the new Chief Minister of Punjab a successful tenure. Directorate of School Education Nagaland has directed all the untrained Hindi teachers, both undergraduate and graduate Hindi teachers appointed after September 2001, to apply for undergoing full-term professional training course. The department has asked the untrained Hindi teachers to apply for Hindi Shikshan Nishnad, Hindi Shikshan Barangad, and Hindi Shikshan Praveen for the academic session 2022-24 conducted by Central Institute of Hindi, Agra. The department informed that Vishesh Kahan course under CIH Agra, Dimapur Centre, is discontinued and replaced by Hindi Shikshan Praveen. Therefore, the intending candidates have been directed to apply for the Praveen course at CIH Agra till the approval of the Central Hindi Institute Agra is obtained, as the department has already initiated the approval. all in-service untrained Hindi teachers are to fill up the online application within 31st March 2022 by visiting the Institute's website www.khsindia.org. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News. Nagaland today reported 3 fresh COVID-19 cases and 4 recoveries. Dimapur reported 2 of the fresh cases, while Wokha reported 1. With this, total case detection in the state has gone up to 35,455. Total recovery from the infection has also gone up to 33,167, with 4 more recoveries reported today. Current total active case in the state is 47. Nagaland State Legal Services Authority NSLSA Member Secretary Victor Sema launched the NSLSA helpline number today during a short formal program at the state office. The member secretary informed that the helpline number has been initiated to enable common people across the state and including rural areas to reach out for legal aid and services through the toll-free number. The free legal services entail the provision of free legal aid in civil and criminal matters for poor and marginalized people who cannot afford the services of a lawyer for the conduct of a case or a legal proceeding in any court, tribunal, or before any authority. The toll-free number is being operated at the Nagaland State Legal Services Authority office. For toll-free assistance, beneficiaries can dial the number 1-800-345-3883. I repeat, 1-800-345-3883. Elderline, the national helpline for senior citizens, was launched in Twensang today during the District Planning and Development Board meeting. The national helpline for senior citizens was launched by Program Manager Elderline Nagaland Nitono Lekise at a meeting chaired by Twensang Deputy Commissioner Kumar Ramnikant. Lekise also highlighted on the activities of the helpline and its objectives for complaints and grievances of the senior citizens. District Disaster Management Authority DDMA Wokha, along with Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority, today conducted a mock drill exercise at Wokha. During the exercise, a simulating earthquake scenario was conducted at Police Point for high-rise rescue exercise, Mount D College for building collapse, fire incident, search and rescue operations, and evacuation. Wokha Town Council building for fire incident, District Hospital for serious patient treatment, District Emergency Operations Center at DC's Conference Hall, and staging area at local ground. Rajya Sabha today resumed the discussion on the working of the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Intervening in the discussion, Law and Justice Minister Kiren Rijiju said the government has taken a historic step for the welfare of the tribal people in the last 8 years. He said a record budgetary allocation has been made in this year's budget for the Tribal Affairs Ministry. NCP member Vandana Chavan said emphasis must be given on the promotion of education among the tribal people. Binoy Viswam of CPI said that allocation for the Tribal Affairs Ministry has been reduced in this year's budget. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan today said the new education policy has given more impetus on teachers' training for the first time in the country. Replying to supplementaries in the Rajya Sabha during the question hour, Pradhan said the government is of the view that there should be no compromise on the training of teachers, and it is taking steps in this direction. He said a student-teacher ratio has improved in the country. The minister added that the state governments have been training para teachers to improve the quality of education in the country. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. COVID vaccination for children aged 12 to 14 years begins. Prime Minister Modi urges children to get vaccinated. No nomination filed so far for the election to Nagaland's lone Rajya Sabha seat. Dimapur Deputy Commissioner cautions against encroaching into government-acquired land and right-of-way along highways. And Aam Aadmi Party leader Bhagwant Mann sworn in as Chief Minister of Punjab. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.